Players are moving onto a side. Talos right now really having the worst position. Very small angles. 3 vs 3, 4. Oh no, Talos is going down. Only getting one knife.
And they're gonna start T-side.
I think that might actually be a good decision for Talos. That Talos is gonna start T-side. Because then they can really fill them out. Ghost is also what I know a really strong T-side AWPer on Mirage.
This is gonna be a fast play towards A.
Only 2 people
Or
in CT.
actually, it's gonna be a contact towards A, but they are getting the like TTD is getting top mid control. They are getting control over B apps as well. So by the time they are pushing onto A, people are gonna rotate.
Cedral and connector. Hearing that people are jungle.
The
A lot of
problem
people are
with
jungle.
this is a 5v5 retake, and Talos is getting flagged.
Mesh is being spotted. 2 vs 3 now. TTD in a strong position.
Versus 2. Tapping the defuse.
He has a kid. And it's denied by Smith. Smith in the end is able to take the round. Man, I really saw TTD winning that. I really didn't expect Talos to win that pistol round.
Me too, but they played it badly. They had city control, they had ramp control and palace and connector. You don't need to peek, you don't need to jump from Tetris. Just sit and hold angles. Play with your teammates, you know the only possible positions is connector. I mean no, jungle, that's the only position Talos could have been.
Yeah, they had so much control really.
They just overextended it and handed the round to Talos. This is a patient play. Talos knows they are gonna encounter pistols, so they don't want to rush it. They just want to go slow. Go slow, take info, move step by step, don't run into a stack. Basically, this is what they're doing, getting the info. Okay, so basically there's Cedril into ladder room, I assume, or in window.
How did he not hear him coming? Like,
I don't know.
Cedral also being spotted? What?
Mash got confused that the enemy he just killed.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah, 2 versus 3. They shouldn't lose weapons right now. That was weird. Yeah, indeed. But you know what they say. You have to be sure. You're never sure until you shoot them twice.
The teammate might show up with a defibrillator, who knows?
Yeah. This is Battlefield all over again.
Definitely, yeah. Oh, I still apparently have packet loss because I don't see hear some of the sounds. I'm sorry if you guys miss any sounds because of that. Did he hear that jumping there? I think so.
He did.
I didn't even hear it.
I did.
Ah, might be the packet loss again.
This is the patience game. They have 3 people on mid, 2 holding from Talos top mid, and nobody's speaking. Everybody's just waiting, nobody's making a move.
Okay, now flashes are coming out. Envy gets 1, gets 2. No, Bruce gets a second. Ah, Mesh almost not being able to reflect.
That's a beautiful counterplay on mid, on top mid. Yet the bomb is in a position, yeah, never mind. That changed. They are forced to go towards A now to rotate. But it seems like everybody's rotating into A. If Dex doesn't get the info on B, this is gonna be real bad for Talos.
Yeah, they can't even get to B anymore now.
Oh,
this round is lost.
This is bad. Everybody rotated into A.
Thank you for the follow, Fightfish 1992.
Pushing into a stack.
They will only be able to get some exits. That wasn't well played. I don't know why they didn't move to B. I don't see any reason for that.
I don't know how Dex didn't hear the guy on B rotating into kitchen, because he ran from site, he just ran. And Dex was in apps. That was just bad.
Yeah.
Because basically they had a gamble. It's a 4v3. We're gonna stack on A. If they push A, then fine, we're gonna take them. If they are going to plant on B, then we can play a 4v3 retake. And of like a retake with 2 people on kitchen and 2 on, yeah. It's a 3v3 and bomb planted on default A side. Mash goes down to an 8 from reaction. 3 people in city on a retake. And Talos peaks 1 by 1.
Dex is dead now.
This is gonna be a ninja defuse.
Yeah, he faked an ninja defuse and Dex peaked. I didn't see any chance for Dex to winning that anymore with
Spamming through the smoke, not picking from top of Tetris, spamming through the smoke and then getting it to cover back. Like
wasn't the bomb being able to be defused from behind the box? I thought it was kind of planted shitty.
No, like if you wide peek the smoke, you can just spam it.
But still, his mate was holding it. Well, obviously
he was holding the upper part. He didn't have vision from the smoke on the lower part of the Tetris.
Ah, okay.
He was holding that on top.
Smith being mollied away. Losing 2 HP. 1 HP even only.
This is gonna be a B. A B kind of play. They're not putting pressure onto mid at all. They are giving control. They don't care. They are holding passive connector from ticket booth, but that's it. And they should see it coming.
Getting 1, getting 2. Short will also fall now.
I don't know what happened, because on the minimap, Smith was in connector pushing behind one guy that was pushing behind Magi, that was rotating into jungle. And I don't know if it was smoked, it was nothing, but somehow he lost that trade. He lost that fight. I don't know how, because I didn't see it. But it was really weird.
Ghost has his AWP now. All should be good. Still getting the first rack. They're not checking shot. Oh, that was a nice play from Mac. And that was a nice play from Mash.
That was a weird position for Cedril to be in and not be aware of anybody in short.
Yeah, I think he expected his mate to watch short, but apparently he fell back shortly without telling it. Miscommunication. Wow, that could have gone so badly.
Did they just jump from us without concern onto B side at all?
I think he knew that one was short now because Mash was spotted there.
Vex is lurking right now.
Max still being able to get one more frag, but in the end is shut down by Dex. Now it's even again.
This is the first full buy round that we're seeing. I mean, from both teams. There's not much happening. Are playing passive, playing the information, and they are just gonna hit A regardless.
Mash is spotted by Cedril. He hears him. Doesn't peek him. They force a rotation to B. Bomb is being planted A now. CT is peeking. Dex unable to shut him down. This round is lost for Talos. They're stuck on the side, being surrounded from all directions. Only 10 more seconds. And Envy shuts on the bomb plant with that nice peek.
That was a flick actually.
Oh yeah, true.
He saw the barrel, the gun barrel. Force buy from Talos Alpha. Grenade deals a bit of damage. Setting up smokes for B.
And executing B, only reaction is there. Gets one. Shut down by Dex, the bomb is dropped. Rotations are coming in.
Tedrill not being aware of the guy pushing short, that's weird. Oh.
Bomb planter is shut down.
Wow.
I think Smith is gonna save the op, if possible. No, he's not. Dude, Mike.
Sorry, at this point, TTD doesn't need to contest anything, and Smith is saving.
Yeah, I would have said the same, that he should save.
Counter-terrorists win.
This is a full eco trying to play around the op and the peaks, if there are any peaks. Ghost is trying an aggressive peak on ramp. They have the info somebody's in Palace because of the steps.
Meg is holding towards Paris.
This is gonna be an explode on A. They are lurking closer and closer, and then they are
Bruce getting 1, getting 2, getting 3. Ghost able to shut him down. And Envy misses that important shot. Now Ghost is left with the off. And he doesn't spot the person who pushed CT and fought to him. Talos was able to have at least 2 frags. That's at least something.
full buy from both teams.
Bruce full blind and shut down by Smith. Side is being taken off. One rotate already in, and he's not spotted on side. Dex missed him in his peripheral vision.
I don't know how.
Ooh, and Dex missed again. What a round for him.
I don't know how can you get behind the enemy lines and not accomplish anything at all.
What? That's a smoke I've never seen before, which Synchro just threw. Is it connector?
No, it's window.
Oh, okay. That's fancy. Mag being able to shut down Ghost with only EP to 50. He gets refrag though.
They don't know two people are in. They don't know two people are in Palace. They didn't pay attention to who killed who, and because of that,
kinda carelessly there.
they are just splitting, and this is going wrong for Talos.
Bombs being defused, Synchro can't really do anything anymore. I don't know why you would go for such a fancy play in a pistol round for the enemies. Like with fakes,
They were stacked A. They just got A control real fast. They pushed, and I don't think they read, like Talos Alpha didn't read the situation properly, and they didn't expect
I think
team damage. They didn't expect the enemies to be in a fully core force with pistols. I assume that's the problem. One person ramp, one person under window, one person in apps getting flanked. This is timing at its finest. Tinker is gonna get killed.
Just as he said. And Ghost being too carelessly for connector. Only Dex with the bomb and the deagle left. I think he's trying to go for it.
He might try to go for the plant. And because of this, people are just staying their ground. He's gonna try to plan for connector, probably. Either way, he's gonna get run
anymore.
from multiple angles, and that's already hard.
If he were to, like 20 seconds ago, if he just would have run on the side, I think it would have even a higher chance for him to succeed, because everyone was just rotating away. He couldn't have known,
basically, he had only to worry, if he ran to the side, he had only to worry about CT.
Yeah, but I don't think he knew that.
No.
Synchro, oh, Envy gets the kill on him.
Synchro was pushing like really fast.
I don't even know what Talos is right now trying to do anymore.
What happens if they lose this game as well?
Then they're out for the relegation. Then next season they will play in Division 3 again.
Oh wow. Well, that's harsh.
Well, they just stay where they are right now. They won't get the up rank then, basically.
Reaction playing aggressive on apps, trying to get control and deciding not to. They already put enough pressure onto apps.
Talos being all over the map right now, I think they're waiting for an entry.
Yeah, this is the problem. Because they are so split on the map. Because even if somebody pushes, if somebody fails, there's nobody there to trade. Like, the problem is you cannot get any control with that play. You're just waiting for a miracle to happen. And the cities don't really need to push. Like, if they push, fine, if they can get control. But they are not forced to. And still, Synchro with the first entry.
Only one on A, one is in connector. Envy oh, that's a nice angle to hop from him. Meg is spotted though, he kind of overextends a bit.
I don't know why Talos decided to push in without the smokes.
I don't either.
They wouldn't
Maybe
have
to delay their info a bit?
Yeah, but the point is, there was already one person spotted.
Reaction is spotted by Dex. Gets him. Tedro only left with the op and he falls to Mash. Last round of the half now.
And weird, but it just...
TT still has way more than enough money. They were always been able to get 3 rounds reset by Talos, 3 rounds reset, 3 rounds reset.
It's gonna be a bit hard for...
Ooh, oh, the team knife comes in.
Team damage. That's coming handy for Talos.
Definitely. Dex being pre-mollied.
What? Oh.
Ooh, and he...
But Dex manages to get it.
That was fucking fun. That was really funny.
Wow. The late Molotov, the deep Molotov, the peek with the nade in your hand onto the barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, and Envy already pushed mid
left,
and
right.
got
Team
the
damage
rotation.
on.
He knows one is in apps. Oh, with the flick ghost.
That was a nice flick. They have to
Vex,
punish his cocky play right now.
Vex is gonna flank connector. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, and Dex has the flank. But this is hard because they got the bomb on rotation into T-spawn and they have to retake it. So basically this is like playing as a CT. The stuff that T-side is forced to do now. CTs are holding the site and
they don't know Cedral is peeking there now.
Yeah. This is hard. This is impossible for T-side. Like, they had the rotation caught with the bomb into T-side. They had people rotating onto the bomb and holding it. This is pretty much impossible with low time and no info on the positions, and it's really hard to actually do something and retake the round.
Yep. Now we see Talos on the CT side. It looks like they're going for a heavy B play, only 1 for info on A. And they were right with their assumption.
2 people underground. They are pushing 2 underground, trying to get fast control. Have the first.
Both going to be shut down by Cedral.
They are rotating back into T-spawn and into A. So they already got the info. Talos is gonna rotate accordingly. But we have someone in city spawn for some reason.
No, they have to be fast, otherwise they will get flanked behind. Bomb plant is down, Synchro here, Cedral is unable to get the frag and gets it in the end. Oh.
Synchro was getting impatient.
Two was one, 1 was 2. Both are low though. And he falls to Synchro. Dex now getting the defuse. He's gonna make it. I don't know why Synchro didn't defuse it, but it doesn't matter.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
That was a hard retake. I have a I don't know, it's pistol buy. And it's gonna be a contact play on B. With one person lurking onto mid. They are spotted and they are gonna
Dot falls to Dex.
get mowed down by Dex.
Nothing able to get a free refrag. Oh, you're right,
Oh,
Navis.
Dex with the 4K this round, he stepped up. Nobody passed through his angle. Imagine if terrorists would be to get out from apartments and just roam around the B side.
Looks like a very fast A player.
No offense, but if this was the game with the pitch black, they would have pushed way before.
Yeah. No A is being executed. Smoke's coming out. Rose is spotted. And falls to Bruce. Mag being in a very weak position there. He gets the... no. Nice. Nicely cleaned by Mesh.
This is just mistakes from TTD.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the plan, they got A side control, it's a 5 versus 4. Why do you need to push CT? And with only one person, no refrags, no anything. Like, just fall back, just play passive, the bomb is planted for ramp, just hide, and just let them retake and you crossfire them. Like, decisions like this. Somehow the pistols win the fight in this one. And it's a 2v3 retake from middle, connector and jungle, most probably. But this is bad.
Zero holding a strong angle there.
Yeah. Federal has the angle with an up.
Dex gets a refract, 2 vs 1.
That was an
I don't
info
know.
jump. Like the info jump Dex made, it was to see behind the default box. If somebody's staying like onto default but behind the things, behind the tall one.
I think he could have expected though someone being so close.
Maybe in sandwich, but not under stairs. A nade that deals 20 damage. How come when, like, every single time when the nades get under my feet, I get fucked?
Reaction already out. Preparing ninja.
This is fast executes and yeah.
Really not a lot Talos can still do. Go hit one. Maybe even a second.
Okay, what's happening? Ghost wouldn't die.
Yeah, man, this guy is invincible.
He's just a tank. He's tanking everything for his teammate. It's like unbelievable. 3 people were shooting at them. M4s, Glocks, and Ops. This is gonna be a fast play from the T side onto mid. They are gonna get control over mid. Anytime now. I said fast play! Jesus. So basically they had 3 people into mid, nobody pushed. They just waited. Mash is playing risky, to be honest. But if he peeks under and he gets that frag... Oh, wow! The refrag from Mag. That was some nice reflex. This is a 4v4 now, and The bomb is still in T-spawn, probably getting picked up on rotation. Most probably this is gonna be a split into A with a lurking person onto mid, coming from connector with a delay. Reaction getting the kill on Smith. Ghost with a kill from new box onto ramp, and this is a 3v3.
Dex spots one, but isn't quite able to get him. Bruce pushing the smoke. He's not being spotted.
Oh, Dex!
That was a nice play from him. Bruce gets one. Almost gets the diffuser. Oh, that was close.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Mag1 is using some kind of, not scripts, some kind of binds that, oh god. Envy with the first frag on Ghost into Palace. Apparently both of them had the same idea into picking hard into Palace.
Mesh being mollied away from connector, he has to give it up.
They have to give it up, like they have to give up mid control altogether. But Mash is playing aggressive, picking under, no, he has no info somebody's top mid. And Dex spotting the person on top mid. I don't know if... Oh, this is bad for them. This is a split and most of the people are into B flanking.
Smith shouldn't have revealed his position there.
No.
It was not at all a safe kill he could get. Dex spots Envy. He's low himself now though.
2v4 retake, and I assume people are gonna save.
Yeah, that's the best possibility you can do. It was firing through it, hoping to get the kill.
Well, it was close enough.
Bruce pushing behind Mesh.
They know. They have the info, they know, but they don't know they are already in apps.
Dex spotted. Mesh gets one. Gets two.
Mesh gets two.
And he won't get any more. At least 2 exit tracks for Mesh.
Are you still spectating Bruce while dead?
No, I'm at Mac now.
When he was dead, I was.
Oh yeah,
like,
for like 2 or 3 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, the corpse.
Yeah.
The corpse was moving towards Mash. The camera. That was a pretty cool effect.
Yeah, the auto director knew it was cool, so he did it.
he knows his shit.
Talos having some strong aggression on apps, going for the instant, and getting shot down by Cedro. That was a really nice shot.
Oh wow. Basically, the second bullet just hit the other head. Like it was not even spray control, it was the pattern that went. This is hard. They are gonna hunt. They have money. They can afford losing some guns. They are gonna hunt when they get out. And by now they should know it's towards CT side.
Mesh is gonna do a pause, which is really a good idea. They really need to talk what they need to do. TTD only 2 rounds now away from a win. Mesh gets one. Flashes.
And they are gonna push. Oh wow, 1 HP on Mash.
That was close. Ooh. Oh, that was ballsy by reaction. Jumping into the molly to get the frag.
Yeah, because they knew he's in T-spawn, in CT spawn. And they had one person coming from kitchen as well, and I guess that person just gave the info he's in the right corner, because he peeked from this spot right here on the right.
It's gonna be very close. Only 2 more rounds to the win for TTD.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
if this buy is not the best, and
yeah, no op for Ghost.
Yeah, the problem is it's gonna be real hard for them to, unless they do something ballsy as pushing mid and getting mid control pretty early or something like that, because at this point T-side is not playing on mid as much. They are getting control over apps and underground and palace and ramp, so either play aggressive and get control over T-spawn and flank, or it's gonna be a really hard time. And this is probably what they're gonna do. Yep, they're gonna get control over top mid. But it's really hard with only 2 people.
Yeah.
Like, I was imagining at least 3, if not more. But yeah, surprising the enemy, that would have been the only way they could manage to get this round, and with this round they could snowball into the next one and maybe have a chance. But right now, with the economy that they have, basically they invested everything into this round, and the next round is not gonna be better. They are gonna have 4k.
Yeah, next one is gonna be worse.
Well, they have, this is the 3rd round they lose, and then they are going into the 4th, so they are gonna get 4.1, or I don't know.
I don't think it goes
much?
that high. I think it's like 3 points.
2,700, 3,1,000, 3,500, something like that. So basically, they will not afford an M4, and that's gonna be hard.
Mac getting shut down by Dex.
That was scary. That was really scary. So basically, what they need to do now, it's save. Just sit, cover your asses, just save, because taking 3 weapons you can buy for your teammates, and then you can actually give you a chance for taking the last 6 rounds. This is gonna be hard, and already Tedriddle is trying to flank and is trying to get info and push, and they are gonna round up again into kitchen and apps by the end of this round.
Talos has to play it safe now. They should not try to go for an exit. They should just try to save all they have.
Tedriddle is gonna take the fight.
Talos was able to get it.
That's good. Like, to be honest, that's real good.
Yeah.
Because now they will have 3 M4s. I mean, 1 M4, 2 AKs, and
I believe Talos will
Talos.
win this round. I just have a gut feeling. Come on.
yeah,
15-15
but after
easy
this
overtime.
one, yeah, it's a long shot. It's hard. They are getting palace control to people. Oh, they gave away the position. They don't know somebody. Woohoo!
Fortunately,
with the
gets refragged
refrag.
by Mesh. Goes tuning the steps on short.
Ghost getting the info about people pushing onto short.
Bruce getting the refrag. It's now 3-on-3. Ghost already
Yeah,
rotating.
and the problem is Envy got the info about people rotating into B from T-spawn. He's top mid. He heard the steps, so he knows. And this is real bad for them. See the position? Envy already told them somebody's in apps. Nobody's peeking apps, nobody's holding, staying in positions exposed to apps.
Mesh gets one.
This is really hard, and time's running out.
And he dies to Bruce. 69. GG to TTD. It was a strong season by Talos, which has to come to an end now. They really played their brains out.
Thing is, with every loss that you face, you learn something, and if you are paying attention on the demos afterwards, you can learn a lot from your mistakes and evolve. And that's not the end for a team losing like this.
Yeah,
and
I think this...
probably it's gonna help them more than if they won these games and lost further along.
They have already made it this far now, and next season they will come back only stronger.
Exactly.
It also was the first time in the relegation. Both were at least kind of close matches. They did not get stomped on neither of those maps. And they can be really proud of their achievement, really.
True, I agree. Like, the way they played on Inferno, it was really good, and apart from the common mistakes that everybody once in a while does on Inferno, there wasn't really anything bad going on. As well on Mirage, they played it like the city side, they played it well. They had some rounds they were losing, but overall they managed to play it alright. As well on T side, like on T side they lost 9-6, but the point was they got to 9-8 in the first 2 rounds as the city side. It's just little mistakes that count towards the loss of a round, and that sets you back on another eco, and you spiral down into that, and it's really hard to recover.
Next season, they learn from their mistakes. It was also their first season they played with Mesh and Dex in the lineup. They just came into the team newly in the beginning of the season. They will get better team play and will only come back stronger and get into relegation again, and maybe see Division 2 then. I want to thank everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure to stream again. Thanks for your activity in the chat, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.